hello, my beloved soul family, mi familia bella y hermosa. How is everyone doing tonight? ¿Cómo están todos ustedes? How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome. I am beyond happy, excited to be here tonight with you. Santo, blessings to all my God's children that are online here on IG land. Good evening to everyone watching on YouTube land. Welcome on this first day of April of 2025. The very first day of April. I am so happy to see each and every one of you tonight here on this day. Eves, good evening. Awesome. Definitely Happy New Year. It's definitely spring. We are in springtime. So, this is when we should really be saying Happy New Year to each other because we are in spring. Thank you so very much, A Perfect Fit, Yawosita. Thank you so very much. Blessings to each and every one of you. Abello Grace Marie, blessings to you. Muchas bendiciones para ti también. Bendiciones para ti también, Queen Sunshine. How's everyone doing tonight? Please do tell, where are you checking in from? What city, what country, what state? Where are you checking in from? Do tell. I want to know. What city, what side of the world are you in? What country? Where are you checking in from? Pomona, California. Awesomeness. Columbus, Ohio. My soul sister Melissa is in the house. Florida, New Jersey, I see here. Santo hijo mío. Philadelphia. Where else are you checking in from? Do tell. I want to know. A ver. We have Dade County, yes. Dade County, Miami-Dade County. Awesomeness. Canada. I know, right? It might be spring, but in some places, you all still have snow. I hear you. It's spring on my side of the world, and we still have snow in the mount up high in the mountains. There's still snow. Illinois is in the house. Awesome. Awesomeness. Okay. Do tell. How have you been? I have not been able to be on here for the past month, 3 weeks and a half, 4 weeks, or what, however long it's been. I have not been able to be here. And I would apologize for now, but there's really nothing for me to apologize. I've been working and I can only, I can't be in two places at the same time. I've definitely tried to go live from all the different places that I was at, but it was just not possible to be here and to attend to my other responsibilities. So it is my prayer that each and every one of you have been okay, have been doing good. It is my prayer that each and every one of you have been staying safe, first and foremost. It is my prayer that you all have stayed sane, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically, physically balanced, emotionally balanced. Blessings to you, fire and salt. Blessings to you. So I also want to felicitar, congratulate those of you that are in the Aries team. For those of you Arians, those of you from the sign of Aries, Los Arianos, blessings and blessings upon blessings and infinite blessings to you during this fire season of Aries, ruled by Mars. Blessings to each and every one of you. If you had a birthday, a solar return last week, happy solar return. If you have a solar return this week, happy solar return. If you have a solar return next week, happy solar return early for you on Sunday. Happy belated, beloved. Happy belated to you on this new trip around the sun, this Aries season that we are in. We just had a new moon this past weekend. How did that feel for some of you? If you all were in tune with the new moon energy, how was that for you? I do want to know as well. Blessings to you as well, Savage Spirit. Awesomeness. Miss Moses is in the house here on YouTube land. Blessings to you, beloved. So, let me tell you something. As we are in this Aries season, there's a message that I believe, I feel that I want to deliver, convey, share with you, um, from a spiritual perspective, of course, um, during this Aries season. First of all, I want to know how many Aries are in the house right now. How many of you are an Aries sun? How many of you are an Aries sun, or you have heavy Aries placements in your chart? How many of you are an Aries stellium? I want to know if there are any Aries in the house. I want to know. Well, of course, my beloved soul sister Chris is in the house. Welcome, my dear. We know you have an Aries energy. Aries sun. I am an Aries. Stay rising for 3. Oh, it's in a couple of days. Happy early solar return. Aries sun. Yes. Venus and Aries. Happy New Year to you too, Mandy. Okay. So listen up. Exhausting, huh? I hear you. So listen up. First of all, if you're on IG, please do me a favor and share this live so that others, other soul family members can join us. Do share this live, invite a friend, invite a family member, invite your next door neighbor, whoever. Tell them to hop on because it's Tarot Tuesday and Spirit knows it. If you are on YouTube land, please hit that thumbs up so that you can support with algorithms here, so this video can reach other people and it can actually be noticed. So do hit that thumbs up on YouTube if you haven't subscribed yet. I invite you to subscribe so that you can stay informed to when we go live here on this page. Do me a favor and support this page by hitting that thumbs up and subscribing and sharing this live right now, and invite others to come and join us. So well, not me, I'm just I follow the command, let's just say. I got a download today for this night's Tarot Tuesday, and it is it really your type, or is it your mess? Is it really your type, or is it your mess? Is it really your type, or is it really your mess? Some of you are wondering where the heck is he going with all that? Is it really your type, or is it really your mess? And Spirit wants to go there today on this very first day of April. On this first day of April, right smack in the middle of this fiery Aries season. Is it really your type, or is it your mess? And the way that came to me, so was so interesting, energetically and spiritually speaking. When Spirit gave me this theme, this title, I was like, whoa. I'm like, okay. Because oftentimes, for as long as I can remember, I don't know about you, but for as long as I can remember, I've always heard people in general, regardless of what age, I've always heard people say, well, he's not my type, or she's my type, or she's not my type, or this is not my type of thing, and this is my type of thing. Type, right? So everything revolves, or let's just say a lot of things revolve around a specific type, right? Follow me for a minute. Thank you so very much. I can see Baranda. Thank you so very much. And my apologies if I mispronounced your handle, your name on your handle. Everything seems to surround around this type. I have a download for you, baby. I have a download for you. When Spirit gave me this download, I had to really think about it, only because I said, this is the kind of thing I really want to put into my book, a book that's not published yet, right? That's very well long overdue. And I'm not even going to say anymore when it's going to be, because I just turning it over to Spirit, and it will be whenever the universe and my incarnate spirit aligns and allows it to be. Let's just say. Anyway, I digress. We've tried all these. We hear all these things with regards to types. I don't know how to turn this thing off. Anyway, it's one of those things where I don't know yet how to turn this thing off. Anyway, so my business line is let me see if I can just turn the whole phone off altogether. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. No sé. Déjame ver. Can it be? Turn. No. Ay, Dios mío. ¿Qué cosa es esto, carajo? A ver. No. Interesting when you don't know how to turn your own phone off. Anyway. So many things seems to revolve around type. And I am in no way saying that many people don't have a type, nor am I attempting to tell you that you don't have a type, or that there is no such thing as having a type. That is not what I'm saying. I am simply saying that for as long as I can remember, I've always heard people refer to the things that they like as their type of thing, or the person that they do not gravitate towards, that they don't like. If we're talking about chemistry, romance, romantic relationship, that you'll hear them say something like, oh, she's not my type, he's not my type, that's not my type of person, that's not usually the type of person that I go for, or this is the kind of person, the type of person that I usually go for, etc., etc. So you'll see. You follow me? But this is what Spirit told me. Spirit said to me that oftentimes these things or the people that we refer to as our type is usually really our mess. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. Hear me out. Don't kill the messenger here. Usually, I'm not saying always, I'm not saying that there aren't any exceptions, but usually the things that we claim is our type is usually our mess. Is it your type or is it your mess? Reason being, because that which we claim is our type, 9 times out of 10, baby, it comes to teach us a lesson. So that person, that experience that we might think is our type is a manifestation of our trauma. Come on now, somebody. It's a manifestation of our pain. It's a manifestation of our lower vibration. It's a manifestation of our unevolved inner spirit. That unevolved part of our inner spirit. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Is it really your type or is it really your mess? The mess that you have to clear out, the mess that you have to clean, the mess that you have to elevate, the mess that you have to heal, the mess that you have to learn through, the mess that comes to teach you a lesson, the mess that comes to set you straight, the mess that comes to show you a version of yourself, the mess that comes to show you who you really are, the mess that comes to teach you how you treat yourself. Come on now, somebody. You ain't ready for this tonight. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down on this first day of April of 2025? Are you with me on this Tarot Tuesday night? Come on now. You all look too quiet over there. I want to hear some feedback. I want to see some feedback. I want to see some feedback. I'm not asking you to agree with me, but I want some feedback. You might not agree with me, and I am open. I am always open to your feedback if you don't agree. Come on. I want to hear you. So then what Spirit really tells us is we must be cautious. We must be mindful. We must even be weary when all of a sudden we see someone and we say, ooh, that's my type. Ooh, that which is your type might be your mess, baby, because it's usually coming to teach you a lesson. It's usually coming into your life to show you a version of yourself. It's usually coming into your life to support you in your healing journey, even though the process or your experience with that person could be chaotic. It could be a major headache. It could be just a doozy. It could just be a roller coaster ride. Bendiciones para ti, my hija. Do you follow me? Do you hear what I'm saying? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Too often, I see people, oh, but he was my, those of you that come for readings, and you usually come for readings due to brokenheartedness, or someone betrayed you, or someone let you down, or someone promised you something that they didn't keep, a promise they didn't keep. And I thought, I thought he was my type, you know, I thought that he was my type. I thought that she was my type. This is usually the type of person I usually go for, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But this is the type of person that came into your life to create havoc, to bring a mess, to teach you a lesson. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? So, you have to be cautious when you think someone is your type, because this is the second part or the third. I lost my numbers already. Just because someone you consider to be your type, it does not mean that they are in alignment with your highest self. Just because they are your type doesn't mean they're the type of person that can promote your life. Come on now, somebody. Just because they are your type, the type that you usually go for, does not mean that they are the person that's going to keep your heart safe. Come on now, somebody. Just because they are your type, it does not mean that they have your best interest at heart. Just because they are your type, it doesn't mean that they will respect you. Just because they are your type, it does not mean that they will protect you. Just because they are your type, it doesn't mean they will stay. Come on now. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Spirit ain't here to play this every season. Do you hear me? But you know what? That's not true. My God, son, that's not true. You say, but nowadays, even the ugly ones try and play you too. Listen, whoever's ugly to you is beautiful to someone else. If you think you chose an uglier one because the one that you normally go for did not work, does not work, don't pay attention to you, lets you down, or whatever the case may be, it means that you've settled, you've lowered your standards. It means that you have, demoted what you really like and you have not put it or place it in alignment with the right person. It ain't that person's fault. It's still your fault at the end of the day. Okay. And we're not looking for faulting. We're not trying to fault anybody here. My beloved soul sister, Chris says, my type, repeating what the inner child is familiar with. Bing! Exacto mundo. Do you hear me? So, therefore, this is just a heads up or a reminder from the spirit realm, from our ancestors, from our spirit guides, from Mother Earth, from the universe, from the God of your understanding. This is a friendly reminder to pay attention, to be cautious of when you gravitate towards someone, because in your brain you're saying, "Ooh, that's my type. Ooh, that's my type. That's my type. This is my type. This is my type." Is your type going to keep you safe? Is your type going to keep you covered? Is your type going to walk the path alongside with you? Is your type your ride and die, as they say? Is your type safe? Is your type peaceful? Is your type balanced? Is your type sane? Is your type healed? Come on now, somebody. Ay, 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 ay. This is too yummy. This is too yummy, too yummy, too yummy. Do you hear what I'm saying? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? You can consider them to be your type. But my question to you, are they your inner spirit's type? Are they your soul's type? Come on now, somebody. They're your type, the carnal you, the one in the flesh. But are they your soul's type? They're the type in your eyes, but they're not your soul's type. They're not your soul's type. You are picking people that's quote unquote your type. And I want to support you in choosing someone that's your soul's type. Come on now, somebody. Hello. Hello, somebody. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down tonight? Come on now. We're here to play. We ain't here to play. We're not here to play. We ain't here to play. Give me 1 second. Excuse me, mundo. You all marinated on that for a couple of seconds. Mm, 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 mm. Does that make sense to you? Are you picking up what Spirit's laying down? Miss Moses here on YouTube land says, I used to think there was something wrong with me because I never had a type. Anytime I thought I liked something way more than something else, I stopped liking it. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. It's that conditioning that we go through. And sometimes, because of our experiences, we end up conditioning ourselves. We end up conditioning ourselves. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So it is important for you to go back, especially those of you that are going through something right now in which you've decided to give your heart a break, or you're taking a hiatus from dating and getting to know someone new, or you're someone that chose to shut down your heart a long time ago as a result of heartbreak. Take inventory. Take inventory of your experiences, of your life, of your choices. Take inventory. Take inventory of the kinds of people you have allowed in your life, into your life. Take inventory of the kinds of people you've chosen to connect with. Take inventory on the kinds of people you continue to pay attention to in your life, the people that you enable, even the people that you enable. Because, mind you, this is not exclusive to romantic relationships. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is simply, this is simply us taking the opportunity to look back, look into our history, because way too often, we've decided to settle. Way too often, we've taken the easy way out. Way too often, we've made choices to say, well, you know what? I don't believe or I don't think that I'm going to find anyone better. So I might as well just stick to this person because this person is the person that at least is there, at least decided to stay. Ooh, you know, and there's so many of you in that boat. Lord Black Jesus, help me. There's so many of you in that boat. You wouldn't dare. You would not even dare admit that to your significant other, to your partner. But you, deep down inside, in the bedrock of your soul, you know that you settled. You know that you chose this person because it's the only person you thought would stay in your life. And you've stuck with it. And now you've normalized that experience. You've normalized it. You've normalized the that relationship you have with that person. You've normalized it. Yes, fear of missing out is real. Yes, it is. quote unquote, at least, bare minimum. Yes, yes, and yes, and yes. This is a heavy download for tonight. Heavy, heavy download. And it's one in which Spirit advises us to take inventory. Because again, that's a hot message of tonight. Just because they are your type, it does not mean that they are your soul's type. I'm most interested in you identifying, aligning with your soul's type. With your soul's type. Not because your soul's type is a perfect person. No, they're not. Like you're not either. Not because your soul's type is not going to be an experience that's difficult or challenging, that goes through its ups and downs. But when we are, and this is an important thing to embrace, to contemplate on, to think on, to journal on, to meditate on, to ponder on, the person that we think is our type, but it is chosen by way of our unevolved self, is the person that can and will break you, is the person that can break you. Oh, this is much deeper than I'm able to deliver. They can break you because they're not your soul's type. The person that you gravitate towards, that you believe is your type, is the person that can break your soul, that can break your heart, that can send you down a lane of pure craziness because they were not in alignment with your soul. They were in your soul's type. So we got to be cautious who it is that you call your type. This whole thing about our type, my type, he's not my type, she's not my type, he's my type, she's my type, this is my type. Your type doesn't mean he's going to keep you safe. Your so-called type does not mean it's going to protect you. Your so-called type does not mean it's willing to stick to thick and thin by your side. Your type does not mean they will be loyal. Your type does not mean they will be safe to your inner spirit, to your mind, to your heart. Your type sometimes brings hell. Your type sometimes brings so much chaos into your life. Your type leaves you stranded in the middle of the road. Your so-called type cannot align with your vision. Your so-called type is not responsible, may not be dependable. Stephanie on YouTube land says or asks, why would your ancestors, spirit guides, guide you toward this person? No, 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 no. Don't get it confused, beloved. They didn't guide you towards that person. Your trauma, as I said earlier, your trauma, your negative experiences, your karmic lessons guided you to that person. Your unevolved inner spirit guided you to that person because that person is your lesson. That person is your classroom. That person is the one that will either break you free or will keep you stuck, will keep you enslaved. So there's a lesson, don't get me wrong. Even when we choose that person that we think is our type, when in reality they're not our soul's type, obviously it's because that person comes in to teach us a lesson. There are lessons to be learned from that person. And we must go through that experience so that we can elevate, our incarnate spirit, so that we can heal where many of our ancestors didn't heal, so that we can promote our inner self, so that we can learn that it can be different, that it should be different. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? I hope you are. So, is he or she your type, or is he or she your mess? Is he or she your type, or is he or she your mess? An important question. This even goes to how we choose our friends. This even goes to how we choose our friends or people that we acquaint to. This goes towards everything. It's not just in a romantic sense. And trust me, when your unevolved self manifested that person, it's because there's a lesson. There is a lesson to be learned. There's a curse to be broken. There's a chain to be set free from. Because it is also true the fact that our ancestors, some of our deceased loved ones, who left the earthly realm having not learned the lessons that they had to learn, it gets passed down to us spiritually and genetically. So we are then responsible from breaking free from those karmic lessons and the ones that we also brought into this existence from past lives as well. And I know every one of you don't believe in past lives, but I do, and some of you on here do. We bring karmic lessons from past lives. If we didn't learn it back there somewhere, we have to learn it in this one. We have to learn it in this one, and it's not always easy. It was never meant to be easy. Blessings to you, my beloved soul sister, Amorette. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit's laying down? Okay. Karmic lessons with family members. What about karmic lessons with family members? Well, when it comes to be with our family, our blood ones, obviously, I'm speaking through the goggles of Afro-Cuban spirituality, Afro-Cuban spiritism, understanding of our existence through the goggles of espiritismo, what lessons our spirit guides comes to teach us. And under those lessons, we are taught that we pick our families. We pick our mom, we pick our dad, we pick them from before we were born. Yes, we did. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay. We picked them. And in picking our experience, basically, our family members, there is a lesson to be learned also through our family members, through our experiences with family as well. Because we are here to elevate, we are here to ascend, we are here to promote our lineage. Do you hear me? We are here to promote our lineage. We are here to promote, to elevate our bloodline. So some of the negative, horrific, traumatic experiences that many of us might go through with our own blood family, that's because there's a lesson for us to learn, number one, because everything is always a lesson, but number two, because we are given the power to break free from what held them down. We have the power to make a different kind of choice, different than what grandmother made, A different choice than what daddy made, a different choice than what mother made, a different choice than what great grandmother made, a different choice than what my aunt made. And for some of us, some of us, it's much harder than for others. If it was easy, shoot, if it was easy, everyone would be happy. If it was easy, everyone would go through it like nothing. If it was easy, no one would suffer. No one would go through hardships. No one would be in pain. No one would be going through so much BS. So it was never meant to be easy, right? But this is the thing. This is the thing. Hear me out as I shuffle here for our opening oracle card. This is the thing. Though the experiences and the lessons were never meant to be easy, oftentimes we choose the harder and most difficult route. Oftentimes we choose the most difficult experience. Why? How so? How is this true? Because we're hard-headed, because we're stubborn, because we want to do things our way, because we think we know more than what our inner spirit knows, because we think we know more than our soul, because we think we know more than Oricha, because we think we know more than spirit, because we think we know more than Egu, because we think we know more than Ifa, because we think we know more than God, the God of your understanding, because we think we know more. And because we think we know more, we make it twice as difficult than it really needs to be. I'm not saying that this is the only answer to your question, beloved soul sister. I'm not saying that this is the only answer, but I am saying that this is one major contributing fact. Again, from an Afro-Cuban spiritual perspective. From an Afro-Cuban spiritual perspective. We make it more difficult than it really needs to be. Because we're not obedient. We're not obedient. We're not obedient to our call. We're not obedient to the voice of our inner spirit in our soul. We're not obedient. We choose the harder route. We choose the most difficult lessons. We want to do it our way. For example, so many of you are born with a quote unquote spiritual gift. So many of you are aware. I'm only speaking to the group of you that are aware you have a spiritual gift. And then yet you make a conscious decision to not nurture it. And you have a gazillion number of excuses as to why you don't nurture it. For some of you, it's something as what seems to be as easy as, well, I don't have enough time. For others of you, it's because, well, you know, I'm afraid of my own gift. For others of you, it's because you feel too overwhelmed by having to dedicate yourself to your spiritual gift. To others of you, you're afraid of what society and people and community will say and will think about you and how they will judge you. For others of you, you feel condemned by your family members who are against your spiritual gifts. For others of you, you're afraid of your own gifts because you're afraid of what you can see. You are afraid of what you can feel. You are afraid of what can be revealed to you. But it doesn't change the fact that you have a spiritual gift that you've chosen to not surrender to. It does not change the fact that you were born, you were equipped. Your factory settings came into this universe with a particular God-given gift that you choose to suppress, that you choose to ignore, that you choose to have a convenient control over. Convenient control over means I will only attend to it when I feel like it, when I want to. I will only do it on my terms, on my time. It doesn't work like that. So then when you go through different other things and experiences in your life that break you, that hurt you, that send you spiraling down, and it puts you to an unimaginable amount of grief and turmoil and chaos, then you want to complain. Then you want to feel sorry for yourself. Then you even have the audacity. You even have the audacity to say, I've prayed so much and God don't listen to me. Hello. It's not that God is not listening to you. It's that you don't even listen to yourself. You only listen to what's convenient to you, but you want to control and manipulate the rest. You can't have it like that. It doesn't go like that. It doesn't go like that. That is not how it works. It's not. Are you picking up what Spirit's laying down? Do tell. Looking away from one's magic. Exactly. And when you look away from your own magic, you look away from yourself. You look away from you. You look away from you. You ignore your own self. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Are you receiving this download tonight? It is important. It's important for you to stop trying to do it your way, and you need to start doing it Spirit's way. Do you hear me? Let's see what the opening oracle card is for tonight. I think we've seen this one before in this particular oracle deck. I think we've seen this one before in this oracle deck. Vamos a ver. That was an interesting, if I may say so myself, that was an interesting download. Is it really your type, or is it your mess? Is it your type, or is it your mess? We got an oracle card named Octopus. Octopus is our oracle card of the night, and it states here from the author, the octopus is a highly intelligent invertebrate whose skin contains throw me a word here I haven't heard before. I'm gonna have to look it up. The octopus is a highly intelligent invertebrate whose skin contains chromatophores, which allows the octopus to adapt to any situation. They are a symbol of multitasking due to the actions of their limbs, all their limbs can handle at once. If the octopus has come into your life here tonight, it may be time for you to juggle all the tasks you have going on right now. Make a list, set some priorities, and get at it. The ability to camouflage themselves allows them to slip under the radar and wait for their desires. You can call upon the octopus energy to help you wait until the right moment to get what you want. Meanings, time to prioritize and get things done. Patience and intellect lead you to success. CLC, what do you say about this? What say you, my beloved soul family? Yes, camouflage. What say you, my soul family? We are living times in which we feel, so many of us feel, so overwhelmed with different things and different tasks and different responsibilities, and oh my god, and how am I going to do this and how am I going to do that, and I don't know if I can do this and I don't know if I can do that, y ay Dios mío, and oh my god. Listen, it's a matter about prioritizing, but it's also a matter about how of learning how to balance, learning how to set that timer, learning how to set a time frame for specific goals, because if not, it never gets done. Trust me, I've been a victim of that too many times, more times than I choose to remember right now. Tonight, let's open up with the fire signs since we are in Aries season. And as I shuffle here for the card for Aries season, I want us to really uh, uh, um, understand the importance of this season that we're in right now. This season, considered by many of us, this spring season, considered by many of us to be the true new year, when things sprouts. What are you springing in your life right now is my question. What are you springing in your personal life, in your professional life, in your life overall? What are you springing? What are you bringing forth? What foundation are you laying down? Because let me tell you something about Aries season. Aries season is an important season for all of us, regardless of what zodiac sign we are, regardless of which is our rising sign, regardless of which is our moon, regardless of which is our Venus, and regardless of what your specific zodiac chart looks like. Aries sets the tone for the next 11 months. Aries sets the tone. Aries sets the tone in how you will continue to move throughout the rest of this year. Aries will set the tone in how you will continue to move in your life for the next 11 months. So, what are you doing? How are you moving for the next 11 months? How are you vibing? And it's also very important because during this particular season, we have to understand to the vibration of fire. What are we using fire for? What are we using fire to create? What are we using fire to get rid of? Are we in a healthy relationship with fire? Are we in an unhealthy relationship with fire, which means it will burn us? It will burn us down. It'll either burn your health down, your finances down, your emotional heart down, if you're not in a healthy relationship with fire. You're either building, I've said this many times before in the past. We're either building and creating or we're destroying. What are you doing this Aries season? I want to know. Thank you so very much, Unique Wisdom Bush, for that superstar. Thank you so very much for that donation. I appreciate you. What are you bringing forth during this Aries season? During this fiery season? What are you bringing forth? I want to know. Do tell. What are you bringing forth? Met says self-love and freedom. Sacred Pleasure says building and creating. What are you building and what are you creating? Mystical Days says I'm motivated and bringing ideas to life. What are you bringing forth during this Aries season? Do tell. Do tell. Because if we're not cautious of how we are in motion, hear me out. Hear me out for a minute. This download. If we're not cautious of how we are in motion during this Aries season, then we are in a negative relationship with ourselves. But most importantly, it is about teaching ourselves and how we have to pay attention to our reactivity. How are you reacting? This is a fire season. This is Aries season. You can be very reactive. And that reactivity, what does that reaction tells us? That reaction, ooh, Lord Black Jesus help me. Do you know what our reactions tells us about ourselves? Can anyone tell me what our reaction tells us about ourselves? Woo! Our reaction tells us that we are in a negative relationship with our emotions, that we are in an unhealthy relationship with our emotions. So it is imperative, it is of utmost importance for us to recalibrate, for us to better understand the needs of our emotions. Because when we stand on the negative side of our emotions, we become reactive. And that reactivity sends us spiraling down. Do you hear me? Which then in turn means that there are lessons that we have not yet mastered in our life. Aries, are you in the house tonight? Aries Sun, Aries Rising, Aries Moon, Leo Sun, Leo Rising, Leo Moon, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, Sagittarius Moon. Where are the fire signs? Yes, breathe through it. Yes, you were. You were close, for sure. Where are the fire signs? Where are the fire signs? Let's see. What do we have? Temperance. We have the temperance tonight for the fire signs for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Not bad. Very appropriate, if I may say so. Very appropriate. Why? because it is advising you. It is advising you to balance your emotions. And we were just talking about that a few minutes ago, right? It is advising you to balance your emotions. It is advising you to not hold yourself back from being that creative vessel that you are meant to be. How are you balancing your responsibilities? How are you balancing your talents? How are you balancing what you feel you need with what spirit knows you can provide? Woo! How are you balancing between what you feel you need and want versus what spirit knows you can provide and execute and you can do and put into practice? Do you hear me? Are you sinking in what feels to be so overwhelming to you, not leaving yourself enough time to work on your greater goals, bigger goals, mission, purpose, the gifts that have been implanted in you by the God of your understanding that you're supposed to execute in this life? Or are you wasting your time with that part of you that manifested your type, the type of friend, the type of your romantic partner, the type of environment, wasting your time with gossip and he says, she say, they say, wasting your time with retaliation, wasting your time with envy and jealousy, wasting your time with lower level energies and vibration, wasting your time with these old, outdated feelings of lovelessness because your mom doesn't love you the way you want her to love you, because your dad doesn't show up for you the way you want him to show up for you, because your family member use you only when they need you. How are you balancing, and how are you multitasking in your life right now? Because the one thing that you cannot do is you cannot ignore what your heart comes to execute in this world. You cannot ignore yourself. You cannot ignore your higher self, your talent. You cannot ignore what flows through your third eye. You cannot ignore what the God of your understanding knows you are able to do. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? This is a matter of how you prioritize you. Temperance. This is about how mm, you might have found yourself lately in a situation in which someone or something or certain experiences pissed you off, infuriated you, angered you, made you feel disconnected, made you feel like you were wasting your time, made you feel crazed, made you feel off. There might have been experiences that you have felt challenged by. Oh, but Spirit comes through tonight and tells you how much more of your inner God, inner goddess are you going to continue to give up to those situations, those people, those places, and those experiences? Temperance wants you to templar your emotions, balance your emotions, because your emotions right now, they feel challenged. Whether we're speaking about professionally, whether we're speaking about emotionally, romantically, whether we're speaking about matters of familial matters, your emotions feels challenged. Is this making any sense to some of you? Every message is not for everybody, as I always say, obviously, but to whomever this message is for, are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? This is Aries season. This is a fire season, and we're speaking to the fire signs. Are you in collaboration with Mother Earth, with universe? Are you collaborating with the works that Mother Earth wants to execute through you? Or are you in denial of what Mother Earth keeps trying to tell you while you continue to waste time with people that can't and will never promote you? Do you hear me? Samantha says yes. Met says that hit for me too. MG Liz says absolutely. This is your moment and this is your time and this is your season, Aries. But for the rest of the fire signs, this is your moment and this is your time to lay down that foundation. Even if it means listen to what I'm about to tell you and your ego is not going to like it. Your carnal flesh, yourself is not going to like it. But hear me out. Even if it means having to start all over again. Even if it means having to start all over again, fire signs. What do you mean, start all over again? Don't you know all I've given up, all I've done, all I've sacrificed myself, all I've had to go through? Listen. Even if it means having to start all over again. Even if it means having to start all over again. Make a choice. What would you prefer? I'm going to give you two options. Number one, I'm not your God. I'm no one's God. I am my own God. God lives in me. I am my own God. But let me tell you something. You have two choices. You either give yourself permission, as difficult and as hard as it might be. You either give yourself permission to start all over again, or you continue to beat on the same nail and not get anything out of it. And not get anything out of it at the end of the day. Will you continue to exert, expend, and waste your time, your talent, your gifts, your energy into the things that no longer work? Just because you continue to beat the same nail. Ooh, I'm about to lay something in your heart that sounds like a bomb. Spirit just gave me this powerful download. If anyone has ever said this before, I've never heard it. I don't remember. But let me tell you something. Spirits just said, just because you continue to beat the same nail does not mean that you are building a house. It does not mean that nail will contribute to building the house. Did you hear me? You can beat that nail all you want. You can beat that nail all you want. But it does not mean it's going to build your house. So sometimes what's needed, what's necessary, what's healthier for you is to just fall back and start all over again with a different level of understanding, with a different level of acceptance, with a different awareness of self. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? And for those of you that needs to hear this, I don't know who you are, but I just felt this message come through in my heart, so I'm going to deliver it. Just because you're starting all over again, or you might have to start all over again, or you will finally surrender to the possibility of having to start all over again, does not mean you have failed. It does not mean you are a failure. See, there's a difference between being a failure, okay, and just haven't gone through things that have failed or have failed you. That experience failed. That relationship failed. That course failed. You are not a failure. You did not get a promotion. You are not a failure. Do you hear me? Start all over again if it needs to be. Change course if that's what needs to take place. Do you hear me? Especially the fact that we are in this Aries season. It's a new beginning. It's a new phase. It's spring. Whether it's cold or not in your area, it's spring. It means a new way. New things needs to sprout in your life. New things need to come into the equation. A new way of thinking, a new way of promoting, a new way of doing, a new way of executing, a new way of going about things. And this also might include the possibility of doing it with new people, in a new environment, in a new place, in a new ambiance, and not with the same people. You can't change people. You can only change you. Let's move on. Air signs. Air signs. Are you in the house? Air signs. Gemini. Air signs. Libra. Air signs. Aquarius. Are you in the house tonight? Fire signs, if that message was for you, feel free to show your love and your support for Spirit's work via the donation tab. The link is pinned down in the bottom of your screen. Other air signs in the house. Speak up. Are you in the house tonight, Gemini? Are you in the house tonight, Libra? Are you in the house tonight, Aquarius? Libra Sun, Mercury, and Venus. En el nombre de Dios. Candela, pollito asado. Where are the air signs tonight? Let's see what the air signs bring. Let's see what the air signs bring. 11:11 in the East Coast and 8:11 here in the West Coast. Okay, my air signs. We have the 7 of Cups for the air signs. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups for the air signs. Seven of Cups. What is spirit? What is the universe trying to tell you tonight through this Seven of Cups card for the air signs through a Scorpio card? What is spirit trying to tell the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, through a Scorpio card, water card, specifically a Venus in Scorpio card? There's just too much noise in your mind, too much shatter in your mind. They're indecisions. They are fears. There are fears. There are fears that hold you back from showing up and showing out. They are insecurities that hold you back from showing up and showing out. They are uncertainties that are holding you back from showing the best version of yourself. You are being emotionally guided, whereas it is important that you regain control of your emotions so that your emotions don't send you down a journey that could be detrimental to your peace, to your sanity, to your emotional safety. This is a particular card that says right now is a moment in time period of your life where decisions need to be made. You are uncertain about these decisions. You don't know how things are going to pan out. You're trying to put up your best face, but your emotions are tricking you into thinking and considering things that creates fear, makes you feel confused. When we need action, we need decisions, we need a foundation, we need a healthy move. This is about you making a choice, but if you find it hard to make a choice, this is about you taking a healthy risk on yourself, but you're so worried about things not working out. You're so worried about things backfiring on you. You're so worried about not being chosen. You're so worried about what will be said of you if you were to really follow the voice of your soul, which speaks in your heart. Indecisiveness will never take you anywhere. Indecisiveness will always travel around the same familiar old streets. Did you hear me? Indecisiveness will always travel through the same old, outdated streets. It will never take you to a new place. So a decision must be made. Do it with conviction. Do it with certainty, with self-belief, with awareness. Do it informed, obviously, but make a decision. You can't be going back and forth with yourself and back and forth with yourself, back and forth with yourself. There comes a point in time where you become exhausted and tired of your own self. Everyone wants to make a decision about you and your life, while Spirit is waiting on you to make a decision about yourself and your own life. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? On another note, you must do your best to stay away from people that torment your mind, from people that bring out the worst in you, from people that are emotionally manipulative, from people that are playing mind games with you. You must stay clear of people that are trying to repeatedly gaslight you, even if it's your own family. You must steer away from people who only want you to do what they want you to do because it's convenient for them, but it ain't convenient for you. There comes a point in time when we may not always be 100% clear as to how to move forward in a particular situations. Oh, my baby, when our inner spirit speaks to us in our soul, when our inner spirit speaks to us in our soul, when our ancestors of wisdom and our spirit guides of light speaks to us in our soul, even when we don't have all the proof in our hand, we must believe. We must believe, because even your own blood relative will have you going crazy. Even your own blood relative will drive you insane. So you must steer away from people that put your sanity, your peace of mind at risk. You can't afford it. You can't afford it. Hello? You cannot afford it. It's too much of a big price to pay. Your sanity is invaluable. Your sanity has no price. Your sanity and your peace is yours, is for you to own, is for you to protect against anyone, and by all means necessary. Now, needless to say, in case you forgot, this comes with a lot. This comes with you being labeled all sorts of names, nicknames, every word in the dictionary, every word in the slang dictionary. You will be called everything and anything under the sky. Oh, but being able to be at peace with yourself is priceless. Being able to be wholesome with yourself and for your life is priceless. Do you hear me? So instead of finding yourself in a confused state of mind as to what's to do based upon what is expected of you, make decisions that are healthy for you. Make decisions, Spirit says, make decisions that are healthy for you, and make decisions that are enlightening to your spirit guides and your ancestors. Make decisions that are elevating to your ancestors, because you have the opportunity to do things they didn't get to do. You have the opportunity to stand up for yourself in ways they could not do it. Do it for you and do it in their honor. And know that you have your ancestors on your side. If your ancestors are on your side, it doesn't matter if your mama is against you. If your ancestors is on your side, it doesn't matter if your daddy comes back or not. If your ancestors are on your side, it doesn't matter if the ex that you think you are so in love with will see you for who you really are. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? Let's move forward. Where we go? Where we go? Let's go to the water signs. Let's go to the water signs. Let's go to the water signs. And that would be, what are the water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Are you in the house tonight? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Are you in the house? Sacred Pleasure says, oh my God, this feels like a personal reading for me. And maybe it was. If it was for you, then take it. Take it. Take it. Tyron Perry, my soul sister here, says, loud and clear, I love my ancestors. I will be doing it with them in mind. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you, actually. Thank you. Thank you. Where are the water signs? Water signs, water signs, water signs. Where are the water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Are you in the house tonight? Before I shuffle here, or before I pick the water sign card, the card for the water signs, for those of you wondering, I have not opened up my book this week, my calendar this week for readings, but I will do so tonight. I might open it up for either to this Tuesday, for Thursday, and Friday. So if you're interested in a personal one-on-one reading, stay tuned. Check my calendar tomorrow, and you will see what days this week I have available for readings. And I will also open the calendar for readings for next week. Other than that, I am still putting together our shadow work workshop, day workshop, a day. It's going to be a day workshop. Putting that together real soon for you for this summer, maybe in May or June. Let's see. Thank you so very much, Miss Moses, for that super sticker, for that donation. I appreciate you very much. Other than that, send me a message, send me a DM, send me a message, or email me if you are interested in participating in this year's shadow work retreat. That's definitely different than a shadow work workshop day, a day workshop. That's just one day. The retreat, the 3-day retreat, is going to be in October. But, I am, it's going to be dependent upon how many of you are truly interested in being part of in taking this shadow work retreat. Okay, so send me a DM, send me a message showing your interest in this year's 3-day shadow work retreat in October, which will be in Southern California. Send me a message so that I can see how many of you are interested, and I can make a decision based on that. Okay, so what do we have here? What do we have here for the water signs? Water signs. Water signs. We got the Hierophant. We got the Hierophant water signs. An earth sign card. An earth sign card for the water signs. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is about grounding. You have to ground the lessons that you need to learn right now. Water signs, you are going through experiences right now that are teaching you things whether you know this consciously or not. You are experiencing things that are teaching you a lesson about life, about yourself, about your vision. This is a great time period for you to download and acquire all the wisdom necessary and needed in order for you to propel forward. This is about inner wisdom, inner teachings, being open to new ways of seeing things, doing things, experiencing yourself, new ways of doing you, new ways of showing up, new ways of living your life, doing away with what was passed down to you, doing away with how you were taught if it doesn't work in your favor. if it's not in alignment with your vision, with your purpose, with your growth, you have permission. You have the green light to do away with it. Just because your grandmother did it in a way and it might have worked for her, it doesn't mean it can work for you. The situations that were in place back then, the way life was back then, was appropriate with how she chose to do things. But how your life is, what the universe expects of you, what the universe knows you are able to do, it may not necessarily be convenient for you to keep these outdated systems in place. Because this is precisely why certain things, even though you're working your ass off and working really hard and putting all your energy to it, it may not necessarily be working because you're using an outdated system, an outdated approach, an outdated way of thinking and doing things. That's why it's clashing with your vision. That's why certain things are not manifesting the way you expect, the way you desire, the way you had envisioned. So this is a green light for you to do away with those teachings and ways and expectations and no, you just don't have time for that anymore. This is also an invitation for you to set the bar higher. Sometimes you have to be the one to raise the bar. You have to be the one to up level. You have to be the one to upgrade your expectations of self so that you're not living a life satisfying lower expectations of how it was done 40, 30, 25 years ago. Are you picking up what Spirit is laying down? This is a moment in time in which you get to lay a new foundation of how you want to move forward in your life. Doesn't mean it's easy, but you can do it with new information, with new ways, with new ways. You got to do it in a way that is not just convenient, but in a way that makes sense. As the Pack 77 says, just talking to my mom about that this evening. So much to filter out. Yes, there's lots to filter out. There's lots to filter out. Okay. This is also about you learning new ways of doing business, new ways of working, new ways of learning, new ways of how you want to promote and how you want to manifest though that financial growth, those finances, those numbers. You have the talent, but the system in place is outdated. That's why you're not getting the rewards that you are expecting because the system is outdated. The system you're using is not working in your favor any longer. Even if it was just 10 years ago, it might have worked 10 years ago, but it's not working for you now. Be open to being taught differently. Be open to acquiring new knowledge, new level of understanding, and new level of being. The Hierophant comes to teach you a lesson, but lessons that ultimately will reward you. They'll be beneficial for your life. Last but not least, let's do the earth signs. Where are my beloved fellow earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And you in the house tonight. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Are you in the house tonight? Where are the earth signs? Taurus, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Are you in the house tonight? Let's see. Okay. You know, someone is going to criticize me for this. I just know it. Someone is going to feel a certain kind of way about this download, or how I believe I should interpret this download. But the best part is, I don't give a shit. So, for what it's worth, let me share with you what I believe Spirit is trying to inform us with the Five of Wands. This Leo card, this fire sign card. For us, earth signs. Us, earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes, you do have to put up a fight. Sometimes, you just can't always play nice. Play nice in what particular sense? Play nice in how it's expected of you. See, when what you need to do for your life, what's needed for your life, is not convenient to other people, then you are easily labeled as not playing nice, as not being a team player, as not being someone that is friendly, as not being someone. No, I am friendly when I can be, with whom deserves it from me. I know how to play nice. I know how to be a team player, but not under conditions where it's convenient for you, because you want to dick me around, because you want to take advantage of me, because you want to use me for your convenience, because you want to manipulate a situation. It does not work well like that. So, if playing nice, quote unquote, means that I have to subject myself to your mind games, control issues, manipulation, BS, mind fuckery, then the answer is no. Unique Wisdom Bush says, Spirit is not playing tonight. You got that right, Spirit is not playing tonight. We are not in a season where you get to, push me around, and I need to be the one always playing nice, and because I want to keep the peace. How can I try to keep the peace when you're not being peaceful with me? How can I keep the peace when everything that you bring into the table is nothing, everything except peace? Do you hear me? But you want to label me as the bad guy. You want to label me as the difficult one. You want to label me as the one that can be worked with. I will gladly, pridefully accept your so-called projective labels. I will take them. As long as I am in honor of my inner being, as long as I am in honor of my higher self, as long as I have the support of my spirit guides, as long as I have my support of my ancestors of wisdom, as long as I have the support of Mother Earth and universe, as long as I can put my head on my pillow with peace, but I ain't gonna bend down for you. I'm not. I'm just saying. Because usually, sometimes in the past, When I've seen this card before, many times, I usually get a different download. I usually get a download that says, listen, stop being so difficult, learn how to be a team player. Things might be get a little rough, but don't you don't have to be so aggressive. Try to, bam. Baby, that's not the download I'm getting tonight, my darling. Do you hear me? Your peace is not for sale. Your sanity is not for sale. You can't give it up. Your safety cannot be risked. You can't give it up. For what? For crumbs? For what? For you to be submissive to people that will never have your best interest at heart? For people that just want to knock you down? No, hombre, no. ¿Qué carajo? Se vayan a mamar huevo por ahí, hablando vulgarmente. No, 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 no. Now, even though it might sound somewhat contradictory, but hear me out because it's not contradictory. What I will tell you also, earth signs, my fellow earth signs, is this. There are spaces and places you must learn how to protect yourself and put up a fight. Learn how to leave that fight in that particular place. Don't take that fight somewhere else. Okay? Don't take that fight somewhere else. Don't take that fight from work and bring it home. Do you hear me? But you need to protect yourself. You need to stand your ground. Be in alignment with what you know is true for you and what you know you deserve. Don't accept less than that. Okay? Because as a Leo card that this is, as a fire sign that this is, there are experiences and there are things that need to be done and over with. They need to be done and over with because you don't have the time, you don't have the energy to continue surrendering your growth, your peace, your sanity, and your heart. See, but I be cautious with that too, my beloved sacred pleasure. Always ready for a fight could also predispose you to manifesting experiences that need you to always fight. Because we manifest our own emotions and feelings and beliefs and thoughts. So when we're always ready if we stay ready for a fight, we will always manifest things that require us to fight. And that's also not the point. The point here is we must fight where a fight is necessary. But when it's not necessary, we need to also give ourselves permission to put our guard down. If the guard and the walls are always up, nothing comes in and nothing comes out. Nothing goes in and nothing comes out. That is definitely not the point. That is definitely not the goal. Okay. So learn how to protect yourself, especially if you're working in an environment right now where there are some coworkers and there's some people that are trying to, playing some tricks behind your back, cover your ass, document everything, have specific paper trail, try to do things as much as you can by email. So there are proof of what they said and you said, so it doesn't become he says, she says, but no one was there to hear you say what you said. So therefore, it becomes a pitch fight. We don't want that. We don't want that. If we're talking about business and you are an entrepreneur, don't settle for less. Don't let people dig you out. Do not lower your standards for anybody. Don't lower your standards. Demand what you feel you deserve and stand your ground. If we're talking in a personal level, in a romantic relationship, be clear on what it is that you feel you deserve and you want. And it's not about demanding it, it's about making the request, stating it. And if your needs are not being met, then you need to move forward to where it will be met. Do you hear me? Are you picking up what Spurs laying down? I hope you are. Jen Marie says, hits home big time. I'm happy to hear that. Blessings to you, my goddaughter. Met says, literally dealing with this. Sacred Pleasure says, what if you're playing nice with someone because you don't want to let your best out because you know it'll destroy them, but they keep pushing you? If someone keeps pushing you, it could perhaps, I don't know the specifics, it's very difficult to have an opinion or to offer any advice on any particular situation where you don't know all the ins and outs. So I'm only going by what you are conveying to me, but I don't know all the ins and outs of this. Okay. All I can say towards in response is it feels like to me that you have not, with that particular person, have not been able to set real boundaries. You have not set real boundaries. If someone keeps pushing you, they either don't know what your boundaries are, don't understand what your boundaries are, or you have not successfully communicated in a healthy way what those boundaries are. Telling, and let me tell you, because even that is confusing. You know why? Because some of you say, yes, yes, I told them that I don't like this. I told them that I don't like that. Yeah. Telling someone what you like and telling someone what you don't like is not good enough for setting boundaries. A real boundary that is set is one in which you tell a person what you are not willing to accept, in which you are clear, you make it clear on what the what the boundary is, but also, what is your deal breaker. And it needs to come accompanied with what are the consequences of breaking that deal? What are the consequences of trespassing? What are the consequences of not respecting that boundary? And you have to honor that. You can be wishy-washy and go back and forth. Okay. Because the fact that, as you say, as I'm reading again your question, what if you're playing nice with someone because you don't want to, what it says, you don't want to let your best out because it'll destroy them. See, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that, because what will destroy someone or not is not your responsibility. Ooh, that's a rabbit hole I want to go into right now. What could potentially destroy someone else is not your responsibility. It's not. You're responsible over yourself. You're responsible over your actions. You're responsible over what you accept. You're responsible over your life. You cannot dishonor yourself while attempting to protect someone else's feeling. Because oftentimes when we spend our time protecting someone else's feeling, we leave our own feelings unprotected. Capiche? that's that, my beloved soul family. Please share this live. I am happy to be back. I will continue to be back. We will connect again next week, perhaps even sooner, over a different topic this week. There are lots of things to do. There are lots of things I want us to do together. Um, so I will be bringing that to you soon. Stay empowered, stay balanced, stay informed, stay aware, be healthy, be safe, be happy. I love you all. Much love, much deep love to each and every one of you. And may you have a happy, peaceful, and prosperous rest of your week. Do your guy here a favor and please share this live. I need to get these algorithms back up. So I need your help. So share this live, send it off to someone else once I share it. Tag someone that needs to listen to these messages, and I shall see you soon. Much love to each and every one of you. I will be opening up my calendar this evening for the remainder of this week and next week. Check my calendar tomorrow to book your one-on-one reading, and we'll go from there. I hope to see you soon. Over and out.